Hey people, Intro here, 3 SDO Province, blue team, have a couple of Eldar players. First up, CrAzy P as a Warlock, a melee spellcaster, leaping into combat with some powerful disruption and support. We also have JamesSilver as a Farseer support hero fighting in melee with some powerful buffs and control. Rounding off the blue team, Ozone and an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee combat by default. Begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. For the red team, a couple of Chaos Lords, OSO, with the Iron Warriors elite scheme. And we have MakeEldarsGreatAgain, also known as Nightmare, rocking the Word Bearers DLC. These guys walk through objects, destructive and durable heroes with strong offense and disruption, fighting in melee. And alongside them, a very confused brother captain is the Emperor's Potato. Must be a hell of a potato. Maybe it's like a King Edward's or something. This guy walks through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support, fighting in melee, and already popping the We Are the Hammer to boost speed through the mid here. An allied Chaos Lord alongside him is Nightmare. More heretics on the way there. Double CSM for OSO. Rangers up for CrAzy P. JamesSilver with just Howling Banshees in play. Chaos Lord thinks again about approaching. Takes a whole bunch of damage while backing off. Needs to hit a good kill of the week here. Banshees know it and they're backing away. Brother Captain should have We Are the Hammer available again soon for some nice splash damage on his melee attacks as well as the buffs. And there was Energy Burst slowing down the Howling Banshees, who are getting focused here, having to run off now. Apothecary getting stuck in. He's going after the Strike Squad, is he? Nope. Backs away from him. The Strike Squad did take a bunch of damage on that approach. Tomes of Titan giving them that Energy Burst. And there's We Are the Hammer again. Getting some decent hits on the Tactical Marines. Apothecary heals himself. See that health regen aura too. Now runs off. Full retreat maybe. Can they get through onto the VP? Is it worth it? Oh, now Rangers getting shots in. Chaos Lord needs to be careful. He's got his combi flamer up pretty quickly here. Runs away from the scary long rifles. Farseer should be okay. So they won a fight in the mid. They killed... Was it only one Howling Banshee? Maybe two Howling Banshees I see here. Can they press on to power or something off that? Looks like they don't want to. Meanwhile, towards the west side, double CSM of OSO bashing contested power, and the western contested victory point is blue. There's Rangers here also for CrAzy P. Double Guardians. Some Corn Worship boosting the speed of OSO's army. They were in a bit of an awkward spot though, taking a bunch of shots while they worship. Chaos Lord goes after the Warlock. CSM trading with Guardians. Guardians have some heavy cover, and one of the Guardians was wiped right there, as you see. Those guys did not have heavy cover. Howling Banshees now coming in, war shouting, aspect of strength. Big misplay by CrAzy P there, letting those guys just be shot to death to the last man. Not sure what was distracting his attention. Maybe the Rangers were doing some kinetic pulse stuff or trying to or something. Cacophony there. Actually quite good, as you saw, alongside a Chaos Lord, because the Chaos Lord doesn't get knocked over, and the other stuff does. Double sergeants on these inquisitorial stormtroopers with those impact grenades, but around that corner is very, very dangerous. Meeting Banshees that close. Blue team can push on to power maybe. Do you guys have a flamer? They do have a flamer on the way. Some defenses are in. Low health CSM though. May see a full bash here because those guys are quite low. Banshees could run them down with Apothecary support. Kraken bolts being used, doing 20% more damage to heavy infantry, such as these Chaos Space Marines. They're getting very low without a model loss here. And Rangers push up and shoot them maybe. There we go. One drops. Noise Marines now. Sonic Blaster doing good area of effect damage to infantry and shuts down ranged attacks. Banshees though, forcing the Cacophony usage. And there's a kill a week. And Strat Squad getting into melee too. Taking a whole bunch of Ranger shots. They do drop only one model. Maybe perhaps a little bit lucky to do so. Only dropping one. Assault Squad now to bully the double Stormtroopers. Brother Captain trying to chase them down. Getting some hits in with his splash damage. We Are the Hammer stuff. Dark Halo up for Nightmare. And that combi flamer, of course. Nothing yet for OSO's Chaos Lord. Tier 2 for Ozone. Cancelled the flamer, I guess. No upgrades for the scouts into Assault Squad and in Tier 2. Red team now breaking out. Defended their power successfully, I think. I don't think any of it got bashed. Rangers getting shots. Double Rangers, triple Rangers from CrAzy P. Lost both of the Guardians, I guess. Yeah, more dead Guardians here. Didn't even spot that. Banshees shouting. Is that JamesSilver? It is. Over on the east side, some Doom Blasting Heretics, but they missed that Doom Blast. Used it way too early there. Banshees able to get away. Rangers are in an awkward spot. Trading with Grenade Launcher Heretics, which is not a good trade for them. And melee fellas, Doom Blast wasted there. Did kill a model. And there is some Mind War. Chaos Lord's not pleased. Almost level 2. Now getting some hits on the Farseer, who will be forced off very soon. Can they finish her off? Can Combi Flamer do it? There's some Corn Worship. I don't think so. CrAzy P's Banshees now howling on the west side. Well, war shouting, I guess. The triple Rangers getting some decent shots in there. Can they kill the models, though? Those Strat Squad are getting torn up. Can they finish them? Banshees and the Apothecary having a go. And they do finish the Strat Squad. Stayed in there too long with Banshees getting shot at by triple Rangers. Where is the Warlock? What's he up to? No war gear for this fella coming in out of base. Banshee's doing some good work over here, eh? Maybe we'll see the big Demon Hammer to knock them around. Or stun them, I guess, these days, isn't it? Chaos Lords could get the Blood Mauls to knock them around. Dark Halo thrown up again. Just poking at this contested power a bit. Farseer, I guess you could Mind War the CSM. Is it better to save it for the melee heretics though as they come in? She doesn't have a way to support the Banshees through those melee fights really. No fortune, no healing. So Mind Warring the heretics and then shooting them up might be better. Over on the west side, blue team pushing through again. Interceptors are up. No sign of the teleport yet though. And double CSM coming around for the flank. Rangers have been used well so far at good range by CrAzy P. But losing those double Guardians was rough. Fire Dragons on the way now. Double CSM running into all sorts of problems. They were trying to pressure the Rangers in melee, but the Banshees were there. Looks like Interceptors helping them out with some disruptive teleportation. And there's some Heretics too. Just a casual Doom Blast as they run through. Now they're fighting them. This Ranger's getting torn up a bit. There's a Psych Out Grenade suppressing those Rangers from the Interceptors. Also messes up their energy. And they do use their energy a bunch to infiltrate and to Kinetic Pulse and all sorts of things. 479 to 273. Western VP turning red. On the east side, dead Chaos Space Marine hanging out. Just got caught in the fence and couldn't escape. Chaos Dreadnought on the way for OSO. And a Blood Crusher for Nightmare. Banshees do have the aspect of strength, so they can fight it. And this guy could get a Bright Lance. She's got the Gravity Blade though, so probably not a Singing Spear anytime soon. What's going on over here? Assault Marines bullying some Stormtroopers. Just trying to make a living, fellas. Oh, that was an overcharged plasma shot there. And we do see the Nemesis Demon Hammer for the Brother Captain. And there's the Demolishing Strike. Stuns. Gets some good hits off it. Takes out a couple of models, actually. Dreadnought helping out in melee mode. Does start with an autocannon, though. Almost got the Apothecary down. He's got his Sanguine Chainsword for some brawling action, healing on hits. And the Armor of Purity for quicker heals. He's only level 2, though. Oh, there's Purification Rites, too. You're going to see double Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines. Awesome. Plays into the Purification Rites a bit. but they're going to be vicious. 455 to 269, especially since OSO can... Sorry, Nightmare. Wait, what? No. Emperor's Potato has the Nemesis Demon Hammer. He can set up the double CSM with the stun. You can run in and chop things up. Chaos Lord barely gets away, but does get away. Armor of the Inferno in play there. Bright Lance getting shots on the Blood Crusher. Is it worth just charging it down? That's running off in a way. Can they get a full power bash here? Both aspiring champions up on the CSMs. Back towards the west side, there's Fire Dragons doing their thing with those fusion guns. Banshees yelling, the Chaos Space Marines with Mark of Khorne choosing targets. Gone for the Banshees at the moment. Taking a whole bunch of damage as they do so, need to be careful. There we go, those guys run off. Try and send the Heretics in first, I'd say, to draw fire. He was using them to worship there, I think. Well, I guess you could send in the Chaos Lord first to draw fire. Doesn't have any war gear though. 455 to 228 on the VPs. They always feel kind of glass cannon-y, the Mark of Khorne CSM fellas. A Rhino is up for Emperor's Potato with heavy bolter turret on the back. Can reinforce off this thing and transport inside of it now. Where's the overcharge, fellas? Those stormtroopers getting caught. There's the overcharge suppressing the tactical marines. Almost hit themselves with it, but all split up. Yeah, still has the storm bolter on the front, but I think that storm bolter was nerfed. It used to be 20 DPS. I don't think it is these days. Right Lance getting really big hits. That was without guide. Seemed to be doing tons of damage there. Maybe guide had just worn off as I looked at it. Librarian flees. I love that the Brother Captain wields this hammer with one hand a lot of the time. The Demolishing Strike misses and Mind War helps to take him down there. 436 to 222 on the VPs. Can the Chaos Lord come over and revive the Brother Captain? Some Stone Guard veterans dropped in, trying to use their vengeance rounds against the Rhino, but Interceptors have other ideas. Plasma attacks with Sergeant, Assault Squad as well. And now Banshees on the run with Distortion Field up on them. Yeah, they can't take that on, those Interceptors. Way too much for them to deal with. Here's the revive though. Chunk of XP for the Chaos Lord. Brother Captain back to his feet. Probably needs to run. There's a lot of firepower coming in. Stone Guard switching to Kraken Bolts, which are effective against heroes and heavy infantry, of which there are plenty on the red team, of course. We'll see them with their Kraken Bolts a lot, I think. Gone back to Vengeance now, searching for the Rhino. 435 to 204 on the VPs. Double Mark of Khorne fellas scare off the Assault Marines, but can they approach all these Marines here? Because Plasma attacks and Kraken Bolt Stone Guard is a lot of firepower for those guys to deal with, if they can get past the Banshees. Dreadnought has survived, getting some repairs. Rhino survived. Sizable VP lead for the blue team here. Double Fire Dragons in play for CrAzy Pete. Ordo Malleus Gens being bashed. Blood Crusher is still around. Heretics with some Khorne worship. Blood Crusher being a demon benefits massively from that, with health and energy regen, as well as the speed from the Khorne worship. But there's Vengeance rounds coming in. Blood Crusher does have vehicle armor. Banshees are there too with their heavy melee spear. They're going to take him out. Down goes a Blood Crusher. Without melee resistance. And go down very quick. I think he should be able to get an upgrade to get some melee resistance, like plus 100 hit points and melee resist for 30 power or something. Emperor's Potato with a Grey Knight Dreadnought on the way. Triple Fire Dragons maybe for CrAzy P too. Attacks may be overextended a bit. I think they just got caught after taking down the Blood Crusher, but they are okay. Stone Guard made it out too. Tier 3 for CrAzy P. I guess he cancelled the third Fire Dragon. These guys are effective against all targets with those fusion guns. And they have the knockback immunity with Dragon Scale armor too. They don't like Markov Corn CSM in their face. They have heavy infantry armor, these guys, so they take extra damage from these power melee chain axes. 2-to-1 cap for the blue team. Can they see this out? Red team don't seem able to get any kind of purchase on the west side and stabilize on it. Tier 3 for also Ozone. OSO and Nightmare are already in Tier 3 though. So could see some big stompy things soon. And the Grey Knight Dreadnought with a plasma cannon, of course. Very popular choice for this thing. Fire Dragon's having a look at it. Eating a plasma cannon, well, that knocks them down. Because that is ability knockback, not weapon knockback and not domino. Librarian gets his fancy's hood. Suggesting Ozone's looking at Terminators, maybe. In the old Tier 3, and there's a bunch of red for that. I mean, it's always nice to have the hood, and there's the 4-staff in. Ouch. That's what cannon's bloody painful. Got to be mindful of friendly fire here now, though. Chaos Dreadnought, you okay, bud? Fire Dragons are on it. There's some cacophony. Dealing with the Banshees, at least. The Rhino's quite low. Not in range to fire. There we go. Now it's firing. Right, the captain comes in and tears things up. Takes out the Howling Banshees. Takes out the Fire Dragons. Heavy losses for CrAzy P. Maybe the Warlock too. Did both the CSM make it out? For OSO? Yeah. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was Heretics running, was it? It's a Heretic Aspiring Champion running now. Okay. Oh, hey. Imperial Abyss. I'm not sure exactly what that was aiming at. Oh, this blob here, look. It messed up the Assault Marines. 413 to 96. Can the red team make their comeback? Great unclean one on the way. Chaos Terminators hitting the field. And there's Tier 3 for Emperor's Potato. Lost his Strike Squad and his Interceptors along the way, eh? I didn't even spot that. What is this? Sneaky, sneaky Eldar with their webway. Getting all infiltrated like. And they're going to bash power, I guess. And it should be a pretty quick bash. Got Dark Creepers and Fire Dragons. And the Banshees, of course. What is this? It's a fight brewing, it is. Red team need to hold that west side, though. Warlock got a cheeky decap. And now it's kicking off towards this mid-section. Attacks run away. I hear an Eldritch Storm. Got the Rhino, and it got Emperor's Potato, I should say, infantry. But the captain needs to come in and tie these guys up. Here he comes. Oh, special attack is not useful. Oh, it wasn't a special. It was Demolishing Strike that missed. But he survives. Dreadnought survives. Maybe they can wipe them, actually. Surely they can. They do. Fire Dragons wiped. Looks like their icon is bugged here. Still says they're on the field. 395 to 96. There we go. It's disappeared. More Stormtroopers for Emperor's Potato because he needs to repair the Grey Knight Dreadnought here. Tier 3 for JamesSilver, the last player to go. Has plenty of red, so we could see some Paladins dropped in soon. Getting some more Stormtroopers to help with repairs. Nope, cancels them. I imagine we're going to see Paladins, surely. That's a D-cannon getting shots from way back there. Big jump into a whole bunch of pain, though, for those Assault Marines. Double the CSM were in line and wait. Level 2 and level 2, those guys. Got the captain going in. Could really do with some Mantle of Terror and Bulwark maybe to support those CSM. Maybe he just doesn't want to support the CSM. 363 to 96. Holding on to the 2-1. What is this? It's Paladins, maybe? It is indeed Paladins, unique to the Brother Captain. Heavy melee Nemesis Demon Hammers and a big bucket of hit points. They do have Plasma Attack still, right? Yeah. Got Plasma Attacks, got the Stern Guard, got Fire Dragons and Dark Creepers. They have some good damage against those Paladins. Doesn't mean you can take them out. Farseer could do some time field stuff as well, maybe. See what this D cannon can do. Oh, it's doing Singularity. You're going to teleport away. I think it should have just done some basic attacks there. 336 to 96. What is this? That's a Great Unclean One pushing down the east side on a whole bunch of dead stuff. Couple of Fire Dragons very bravely chasing it away. Dark Creepers will do good damage against it too. Double the CSM with the Mark of Zinch to help out. And there's a Fire Prism. Chaos Terminators teleporting away, and there's an orbital bombardment from Emperor's Potato, and it's a good hit. Angels of Death is popped by Ozone. That should save that stuff. Global ability of the Apothecary. 50% less damage, and it worked great there. They already had the reduction for being in retreat. Paladin's taking a whole bunch of damage. Rangers, eh? Doing some work here. They have that damage type that it goes through all of the infantry armors, I think. Don't think they have resistance against it. If it is, it's quite small. Great Unclean One getting some Corn Worship. Chaos Lord on his way out. There's OSO's Chaos Lord. That's on the power. 293 to 96. Levitation field is good. They seem to last longer than usual. Very good control. Chaos Lord, can you get it done? Cannot get it done. Does this improve his melee weapon when he gets this? I don't think it does. It's quite low DPS, his melee weapon, 26 or something. It is power melee though. Seer Council on the way for JamesSilver. It's a 1-to-1 cap. But the captain demolished a single scout and then died. Not the best use of his time. 2 D cannons in the back. Can't really be hit by a single nuke, I don't think. To be careful, Mr. Dreadnought. And there's a Mark of Khorne Dreadnought for OSO. Almost level 3 now. Vipers are being pressured by Terminators, but they're having to push up to do it. Almost getting it though. One more burst may do it, but they just got too far away. Now they're taking huge amounts of damage, and they wipe to the ethereal slash. Massive risk by OSO, did not pay off at all. Blue team with the 2-to-1 cap, and those losses for OSO may have put the nail in the coffin here. There's Blood Rage. He still wants the Apothecary, apparently. You lose control of the Dreadnought when Blood Rage is active. He gets a bunch of bonuses. These guys are lucky to escape its wrath. There's a heal thrown out. Where's that heal from? I don't know. Apothecary is off the field. How did they get healed? Oh, Channeling Runes is up. 264 to 82. Dreadnought still stampeding around. These guys took a really long time to leave. And a Lightning Claw Chaos Lord now level 7 for Nightmare in with the Icon of Khorne 2. Can they hold on? Certainly needs to come over and support this west side, I think, while also, of course, watching this VP. They got a decap here. It's a Mark of Khorne CSM got it. I guess that's how they died. Looks like a big fight went on over there. Yeah, that's when the Interceptors died. Look. What did they do? What were they doing? Getting diseased by a Great Unclean One who's slowed down for some reason. Oh, maybe it's the Melter Bomb. Got him. 259.82. Red team holding on. Land Raider Crusader on the way. Sneaky webway over here. Not entirely sure why. Maybe just to get a flank. Could perhaps touch the power too. Speaking of touching the power, getting bashed in the northeast. And Farseer gets a decap here. Maybe a cap? No. Could get knocked off it by the kill of the week. So no point in staying. And there's the foul snare from the Great Unclean One. Can he finish her off? Maybe. Pathing issues. But down she goes. Back towards the west side. Blue team are retaking Western VP and have a single cap. Is it going to be a quick double? Should be. There it is, a quick double. Should be a 2-to-1 soon. Librarian doing what he can. You can't tie up this Dreadnought because it doesn't have a melee weapon. I think it just keeps firing as you hit it. Librarian levels to 3. Where are those Seer Council? Have we seen them? Oh, there they are. They're going through the mid and they are taking out some heretics there. Decapping again, but these guys turn to engage. Level 4 double Marker Zinc CSM at level 4. It's a lot of firepower. Lightning Claw Terminators too. Seer Council have their work cut out. Not to mention a bloody Great Unclean One too. Holding these guys up really well though. And now they leave. Did they kill something? They killed some models as well. Still the 2-to-1 down to 28 VPs, the red team. They've done an amazing job to hold on as long as they have. They have this Crusader now. And the revive there. Level 4 Chaos Lord. Level 4 Brother Captain. Nightmare calling out the VPs is getting very low. Can they brute force this cap? I think the Chaos Lord's going for it. Yep, there's the decap. Is it going to be enough? These guys have a web way over here now. Down to 7, 6 VPs. There's the 1-to-1. Some Nurgle Vomit. Didn't seem to damage the D-cannon very much. Crusader going all the way through. Paladins have dropped to model, but they're okay-ish. Can they take out that D-cannon, surely? Maybe? No, gets away. I think. Yes, makes it out. There's some pawn worship now. 247 to 5, but it's a single cap. They did use the webway to get a decap here, look. Sneaky Eldars get the victory. I'm not sure if red team could have held on to this long term anyway. Didn't have a detector over here, I suppose. Those heretics died, eh? Let's look at these heroes. Level 5 Warlock. Awesome wipe on those Terminators with the Ethereal Slash, Cloak of Shadows and Channeling Runes. Level 4 Apothecary. Kept his chainsaw to the end. Farseer was down. That levitation blade. Gravity blade, I should say. Level 4 Chaos Lord. A level 4 Brother Captain. And a level 9 Chaos Lord for Nightmare. This guy was not messing around with his claws. There you have it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And I'll see ya next time.